And welcome back to shed more light on the inspection tour that was taking place earlier today by the Prime Minister Dr. Mustafa Madbouli to many industrial plants and factories in Sadat and 6th of October cities. We are very much delighted to be joined over the phone by our very prominent guest, Ambassador Gamal Bayoumy, former Assistant Foreign Minister. Mr. Ambassador, good afternoon to you, sir.
Good afternoon. How are you?
Always a pleasure to listen to your precious input, sir. Thank you so much for joining us. Ambassador Bayoumy, 6th of October city is including advanced factories for manufacturing different industries. And how do you see the importance of this inspection tour that took place earlier today by the Foreign Minister, Dr. Mustafa Madbouli, and what he said about also encouraging the youth for having their own industrial output and for contributing in the manufacturing industry in Egypt?
This is very important, and let me tell you that I am very happy with the activities of our government. Because Egypt, if we can compare Egypt with the countries, the friendly countries around us, we are the most economy which has a stabilization. We are surrounded with people who are produce just one production, which is oil, and they are living on the revenue of this oil. Here we have a sort of equilibrium between our agriculture sector, industrial sector, services, and by the way, because you are giving the service of the mass media,
yes,
our economy is depending by 45% on the services.
Yes.
And this is amazing.
Yes,
then you add, of course, transport and tourism, transfer from Egyptian abroad. Coming to industry, and now, mashallah, we gave birth in the last 10 years to 27 million children. Yes. How we can feed them? Of course, agriculture, we are trying hard to make more and more food. But after all, the water is limited and the agriculture area is limited. We are living on a very small percentage of Egypt. So we are trying to encourage here. But our main escape here is to concentrate on industries.
Yes, indeed.
And can I tell you a secret?
Yes, please.
Everyone who deal with Egypt immediately, you know, I have years as a diplomat. All those who live in Egypt or the foreign countries, they love Egypt. Why? Because of course it's a beautiful country, history, but the people of Egypt are very hospitable. Take our art of movie, cinema, how much is appreciated in the Arab world. So now talking about industry, we need to come back to produce cars. We need to come back because we are a good exporter of the household effects. I'm talking about televisions, frigidaires, oven, and so on. So when I hear that our Prime Minister is opening a new industry, this is good news for me, because this means that more job opportunities for our children. And one thing that we are famous, that the Egyptian workers and the Egyptian in general, they are very active. And 1.5 million of Egyptians living in Europe.
Yes, indeed.
Take mind that almost 11 million Egyptians living abroad.
Yes.
Those who are in the Arab world, of course, it's normal that they like them. But once I was in Vienna with my car, stopped in a station, oil station.
Yes.
And are you Egyptian? Yes. The best workers with us are the Egyptians, because they give all the necessary efforts to make the machine works. the European worker, immediately he takes a spare part and just throw away the old one.
Yes.
Egyptians really good element if you train them, if you put them in the right direction. So, good news for us that now we have more and more opportunity to produce. And to give an idea to our audience also,
Yes.
as you will know, I'm coming from Damietta.
Yes.
In Damietta, they are very famous in many industries, textiles, especially the Asian cotton. They are famous of the fish industry. They make. Now we started to export fish to Europe. Sweets and mishabbik and those sorts.
Yes.
In Damietta they are clever. And above and over that is the furniture. We want to encourage the furniture industry of Egypt.
Yes,
Why? Because we are still making the old fashion of the detailed carved wood. Nobody can find this in Europe. And in my humble experience, when I was in Germany, and we brought a sort of exposition in Berlin or Bonn,
Yes.
that people are amazed by this very detailed production of small and big bedrooms or living rooms and so on.
Yes.
So many industries are available to expand, and I hope this will be a good success to us, and really we deserve this.
Yes, indeed. Sir, to what extent here we should be depending on the industry and to develop the industrialization sector in Egypt in order to have a positive impact on our economy?
Yes, as I said, it is important, and now you are in the middle of a big choice.
Yes.
Which industry you want?
Exactly.
Because there are some industries with a highly employed people. But I read once Thomas Friedman book about the olive tree and the car industry. And when he visited Japan, he shows that in the factory of cars, there are only 80 persons producing 5 million cars. No, I want an industry which employ more and more workers.
Yes, indeed. Sir, how... Yes, please go ahead.
Yes. When we are developing, the problem now is not that the world is developing. The problem is that it is developing fast, very fast, and we have to follow this immediately. I was this morning lecturing somewhere, and I told them for those foreigners that the day we established the first aeroplane, it was one-person aeroplane. It took us hundreds of years until we produced the aeroplane of 40 passengers, where Egypt Air was saying we have the flying Pullman because it is 40 passengers. But in just 10 to 20 years, we produced the huge aeroplanes with 1,000 passengers. We have this now.
Yes.
So we have to follow this. The whole world will not wait for us. We have to work day and night to follow these developments, because nobody will wait for us.
Indeed. Mr. Ambassador, how could Egypt benefit of the latest technologies and expertise of its international partners in this domain of developing the industry in Egypt?
Here we depend on our friends all over the world. And I personally have my humble experience that I was managing project, we call it building capacity of the Egyptian institutions. In 10 years, I visited every single part of Egypt, whether shipyard industry, car industry, and I realized that we need the two kinds of industries.
Yeah.
Industry depend on a lot of workers, or industry which depend on a lot of technology.
Yes.
And some people are a little bit amazed or against the industry which does not use many workers. No, because if we leave this and we depend on the robots, then I, as person, will find another job which is making robots. So we have to follow all these chains in order to be in a good position to choose whatever suits Egypt. We shall take it.
Yes.
And of course, we depend on our friends in Europe. Technology is a very hard word. Can you import technology? No, it doesn't come like that. But you import the knowledge of establishing industry, whether the machine which makes textile or the machine which makes car. And with this, you will import, of course, experts with the European technology, which we are enjoying a lot of it in our country.
Yes. Mr. Ambassador, also Prime Minister Dr. Mustafa Madbouli said today that the state is encouraging the private sector to participate in industry, which is a high priority of the state. To what extent increasing the dependence here, or to encourage more the private sector for increasing their participation in industry is important for the state, and in particular, as the Prime Minister said in the press conference, encouraging the youth to be involved in industry, even small industries, is important for the future of industrialization in Egypt as well.
Yes, here we have the challenge between two opinions. Are we seeking a state-led economy, that the government will make everything?
Yes.
Or a market-oriented economy, which here the private sector is in. I realize that some of our mass media, even big writers in Al-Ahram or other newspapers, are against the private sector. One big columnist said that the Egyptian businessmen are swallowing all our wealth. Does it work like that? So, do you want an economy led by the whole country, whether government or private sector, or not?
Indeed.
So we have to make this good choice.
Indeed.
And here, once I say something which attracted the interest of some television, even the Cairo and the people of Cairo and us.
Yes.
I said this: we are encouraging investment.
Indeed.
And private sector investment.
Indeed.
So my question to you, have you ever seen Egyptian movie talking about a good investor? No, all of them are thieves in our movies. This is our problem.
Yes, indeed, and indeed we always encourage our private sector to do more in the industry sector, and this is, of course, a top priority for the state. Ambassador Gamal Bayoumy, former Assistant Foreign Minister, thank you so much for your very precious input as usual. And moving on to the Egyptian Red Crescent that dispatched the a new Zaid al-Izza convoy from Egypt to Gaza early on Monday, carrying 4,922 tons of humanitarian aid, including food, medical supplies, fuel, and shelter materials, as Egypt continues targets care relief operation for the Palestinians in the Gaza Strip.
The Egyptian Red Crescent dispatched its 194th Zaid al-Izza from Egypt to Gaza convoy early Monday, carrying 4,922 tons of humanitarian aid, including food, medical supplies, fuel, and shelter materials, as Egypt continued large-scale relief operations for Palestine.